All right. Let's wait. I don't like to do this, so let me hang on a sec. I'll explain in a minute. So basically, whenever I talk and watch my stream back later, it's always delayed. Like when I actually start talking on stream, when I do live stream, it's like cut off by like 5 to 10 seconds. So I'm just gonna start waiting now a little bit longer before I start talking when I first start up a stream. So right now I got a Necreal task. We'll start that in a little bit. That's why we got the runes in the pouch. But for now we're gonna do some more farming. Because I got a bunch of snapdragons and raynars, and this is all good old prayer potions, my friends. So I feel like I gotta do this, you know? In the meantime, I can't remember, dude. Did I just do Ardorn? Shit, I hope I didn't. It's gonna be a long run. Something tells me that I did. You know what? I could check it right here. Right? No, I didn't. Damn. Well, actually, no, I'm not even going to complain about that. It's free Raynars. I'd be dumb if I complained about that. Oh, yes, we didn't get caught. Well done, my friends. Well done. So plan is just finish out these farming trips. And then we'll do the Necreal task. So I got 4 snapdragons left. I don't even know how I got so many aside from just Slayer drops, dude. Like, it's crazy good. It really is. I wish, hopefully this is another Raynar. I know I wanted to get rid of all, I didn't want to get rid of them all, but I mean, I wanted to plan all my Raynars so that we could get to 62 Herbal quicker, because right now my Snapdragons don't really have any use. So hopefully these are the Raynars yet. I don't really think I'm that close to having enough for 62 Herbal yet, but I mean, it's all farming funded, so you can't complain. And I don't buy the seeds either. These are all just... Okay, I was about to say, I was looking at it, I thought I skipped ultra composting that, but I didn't, I don't think. I hope I didn't. If I did, somebody let me know, like right now, before I go and leave this. Alright, let's get on with this. So yeah, it's actually a great idea now that I'm thinking about it while I'm here. Since we already have the runes, I might as well not even go back to the bank. I might as well just tele straight to my house outside and then pop on to world 330. That will save me a lot of actual time. I mean, I'll still have to go to the bank to resupply and what have you, but like, I think it'll save time in the long run because we skipped the whole... We will have to run up though to the bank when we go to Corinne, so I don't really know. I was geared up for it originally, but you know, that was really dumb of me actually. I should have just kept my gear on. Because originally I was geared up when I first logged in, I was geared up for that, and then I banked everything so I could get out this outfit so that I could do farming trip. But it doesn't make sense now I'm thinking about it, but I don't have any more Raynars, so that's why we're going with all the Snapdragons now. So let's just go ahead and clean all these. Tele that to the house, and World 330 will spam the heck out of it. There we go. Should be X-Grace still, right? SLU1. Is there actually somebody hosting here? Okay, I guess so. Sick, boys. Sick. That's what we like to see. So let's see. Ancients, yes, of course. I think that's the wilderness. Dariac teleports, right? I could be wrong. Ooh, a guy skulled with a dragon spear. I feel bad whoever that guy got, but it's good a great career end. And then we'll just top worlds really quick. And start up our necro task. This task we should get well, we have like 181 necros. I don't understand, or I don't know if you guys understand just how much XP that really is, but that's a lot. I would say that's damn near close to 100k. So yeah, let's bank all this. Oh yeah, we also gave that Bander's God Sword back. Yeah, so we gave the God Sword back because I didn't think I would be using it anymore today. I didn't do it on stream just because I don't really care enough to do that, but you know, I don't scam items, so if anybody has a bludgeon that they'd like me to test out at the Syrachnus on stream, I could definitely do that. But other than that, I'm probably done with that boss unless I get a bludgeon or just better stats. What? I hope that guy wasn't talking to me. Anyways, let's gear up for the Dust Devils. I love the gold trimmed hat. I should actually add that into my fashion scape more often. But let's go ahead and gear up here. We good? Is that everything? Sears ring. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Is that it? Occult necklace. Damn it! And our devout boots. I always forget at least one item. Man, is that annoying. Alright, let's go ahead and get our stuff out. I believe that's everything, yeah. Should be okay. I mean, I could bring my Word Blessing for +1 prayer boost, but I figure I can't be bothered anymore. Let's make sure that we have our audio cast on Ice Burst. And if we're still in, okay, we are still in 330, let's hop worlds. And let's get on with this Slayer task, shall we? We might get a hit point slot, I doubt it. And did that guy, yeah, he logged out. Alright. Now hopefully this world doesn't have anybody in it, but most likely it will. Just because it's kind of later in the day. Hang on, let me do something here really quick on my phone. Alright, I gotta charge it for starters. No, it doesn't look like there's anybody here. Cool. It's really nice. Let's just get started then, shall we? Now I believe, what is that? Yeah, 185 necros. If I extended this task with expeditious bracelets, I would most likely probably profit 100%. I mean, I'm sorry, not profit, but get a level. Probably a hit points level for sure. But this task really, I don't make that much money, if any. So we're not going to do that. We're just going to leave it and do whatever we do. Or get whatever XP we get, I mean. So if we get a level, we get a level. If we don't, you know, I'm totally cool with either one. Hopefully I don't know. I don't want to say hopefully we don't get a superior, but If you guys didn't see that superior from the other stream, I mean, man, I got freaking owned. I'm not even gonna lie. We didn't die. I managed to finish it without any food, but you know, we did need healing spells. We used a decent amount of blood spells and things like that. Okay, so let me check this. It says 183. Okay. Now it should say 180. Yes. Alright, so that confirms my previous comment of why Runelight Tracker is kind of messed up. So if you finish a Slayer monster in the same tick, then it will not count for 2. It'll just say 1. So that's why a lot of the times my tasks finish up before they're like, it'll say I have like 50 left and then it'll say task complete. That's why. And I thought that's why I did that before, but I wasn't 100% sure, but I just tested it. So yeah, if they die in the same tick, it counts 2 as 1. Now the actual number is 2, but it'll display it as 1. So even though it does it, it's actually a negative thing, not positive. Hopefully that does a blood spell, yeah. Good, good, good. Seem to be taking a decent amount of damage here though so far. Gotta heal up already. I love that 9-4 hit points though, that's a nice little number. So I'll probably stream for about 2 hours, maybe an hour and a half. I don't even know if anybody's going to be on the stream too much at this hour. I'm not totally sure how many people really are going to be watching it at this hour, but regardless, we'll do a little streaming. Main thing is, it's like if I'm already playing the game, I don't see any purpose not to stream. So that's why I always stream it nowadays. I mean, I don't always stream if I'm going to be leaving within an hour or something like that, but you know, today I'm not going anywhere. I'll be here the whole time, so there's no like interruptions or anything like that. Like I have a full, technically I could play and push myself to stay up all night and play for like 10 more hours, but you know, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not sure how much time well actually no, I guess I should say today because it's the next day. It's currently 12:25 a.m. where I live, so it's actually the next morning or the next day, so I don't really know how much more I'm going to play today, meaning later in the day rather than now being early, if that makes sense, but we'll figure it out eventually. I'm kind of happy, well no, I'm not really happy about it, but because for now though, like I'm happy that I played Runescape today because I had a decent amount of fun with the new dungeon and the boss. It was kind of interesting, but at the same time, like I'd much rather my computer works. You know, my controller's screwed up and won't connect, so now I gotta figure out something else I can do in order to fix it. Otherwise I can't play Sleeping Dogs or any other Grand Theft Auto. You know, I don't like to play GTA 5 on mouse and keyboard. It doesn't feel right. So I gotta figure out some way that I can fix that, or I'm kind of screwed. Just for the sake of it, I'm gonna try it again right now. And I'll try and connect it to my PC as I speak. And hopefully it works this time. I mean, computers are weird, man. Sometimes it'll work, an hour later it won't. No, it's still not working. It's so weird. My controller is lit up and everything's still like showing it works. It's not like a defective controller. My computer just won't recognize it as a controller or a USB device. So I don't really know what I'm going to do about that. I tried restarting my PC as a whole and it didn't do anything. So maybe tomorrow it'll work itself out. I don't know. But in the meantime, it's a bit disappointing. That is. I already got 26k magic XP as well, dude. Holy shit. I mean, this task is really insane. Now, it's like I could play and just adapt to mouse and keyboard on games like Sleeping Dogs, but I just don't want to, man. Let me try and check this here. Yeah, there's a thing with this setup that's telling me like an error. I'll have to research it more later on, but hell yeah, boys. Totem piece already. It's good. Very, very good. So when I search up the issue, it kind of comes up with plenty of things and plenty of solutions to try. So I guess there is hope that I can fix it. I'm just not entirely familiar with like how things like that work. Like I've never had an issue with this before. So I'm baffled that it would happen now, especially on my new computer or like my most recent computer, like my gaming PC, not like my laptop that's super old and can't do anything like that. Let's try this. Yeah, so we're going to try and fix this problem while doing a necro task. I just think my PC's screwed up, honestly. I don't understand how, I don't understand why, but I think it's screwed up. And it's not how I wanted my day to go because I wanted to log in today, play some Sleeping Dogs, stream it, chill out, relax. I get here, turn my PC on, instantly hits that shit. Can't use my controller, can't do anything. We pick up a bunch of this shit. Decent rune drops, that's pretty sick. I always take those rune drops all the time. But 194k, 67k off of that. Let me take a look after this in a sec, how many we really need. Okay, it's only 143. It's actually not off by that much. So that's pretty sick. Oh, Ancient Shard, not bad. I'll take it. Rune Squish, okay. Keep it going, keep it going. Give us another Rune Square Shield. Or Totem Piece. Give us a Totem Piece. Totem Piece? No, okay. Still good, still good. 2 Addikites, an Ancient Shard. Not bad, not bad. Can you like try and go troll somebody else's stream or something? Like, I don't understand why you're trying to do whatever the hell you're trying to accomplish. It's 12:30 a.m. Like, go do something better with your life, man. Yeah, if you go back like not even 2 minutes, you'll realize why I'm typing. So I don't get what you're trying to say here. Okay. Can you like not do that on my stream? Like seriously, like I don't deal with BS like that, so like I said, man, stop trying to troll me or whatever you're trying to do. If that's your way of trying to talk to somebody, like, you need to find out how to use better wording or something, because that's not right. $99 agility. Months. Probably like a month, honestly. 99 agility is really not that long of a skill. I mean, it is. I mean, it feels like it is, but you know, it's really not too long. There's plenty of people that do actually want 99 or go for 99. So agility is kind of one of those skills that, at least with rooftop courses and wilderness slayer, I mean, it's really not as long as you would think to get to 99. But honestly, I don't really think that it's really worth it. Oh yes, 2 totem pieces, there we go. Might be enough for Skatizo again, I'm not even sure. We'll figure it out in a little bit. Heal up, please. Thank you. Blood runes. What is that? Oh yeah, the totem piece. Let's pick that up. I think that might be a full inventory even. I'm not totally sure. Put these in there. Oh god, we have hardly any chaos runes. Yeah, we'll have to buy more chaos runes, I guess, by the end of this. Which is alright, I suppose, but... Oh yeah, and we'll bank after. We'll just bank now because our inventory is full. Listening to music? No. I am not. What makes you ask me that? Do you hear music? Like, is there music playing on stream or something? I'm just sitting here playing Scape. I don't get it. I'm obviously talking. There you go. I was gonna say, like, I don't know what the heck you guys are talking about. I'm on YouTube and shit on the side, so I mean, if you hear typing, that's probably why. But it's like I'm obviously talking on stream. Oh, yeah, I don't know. I have it set to no delay, but I don't know. For some reason, it always has a delay. So I have no clue. Or maybe you're a little bit back in the video or something. Hey, we got another Skatizo piece. Hell yeah. Or maybe you're even a little bit back farther on the video. That could be it too. But I don't know. YouTube's weird with the delays. Because right now I have it set to 0 delay. But even after I set it to 0 delay. So right now, right, I'll just tell you, right. So right now I'm at the bank. Well, hang on. I mean, technically you just did, right? But go ahead, I guess. I mean, I don't see why you'd ask me. You know what I'm saying? Just go ahead and ask the question. As for the delay, yeah, I don't know. I've watched other people stream, and they kind of responded in like 10 seconds or 5 seconds, I guess. So I don't really know. But the weird thing is, though, just like, yeah, okay, I thought you were the same guy. I could kind of tell. I say that because like your name's both John, and you also asked me about asking me a question and why I'm typing instead. But honestly, man, 100%, I appreciate you coming back to the channel. It means a lot, man, you know? That means that for whatever reason, you find interest in my videos enough to come back and do that. So, appreciate the question, my man. You're a good guy. I don't know what that means, though, so honestly, I can't even answer that question anyway. Or whatever that is. I don't even understand what that means. I've heard it people say it a lot before, but honestly I have no clue what it actually means. And I don't really care either. But personal recommendation, if you're gonna do stuff like that, like change your name, you know what I'm saying? I mean, your name's John on both accounts, so that kind of gave it away. Because the minute that you came back in the stream, I immediately pretty much thought you were the exact same guy. So I recommend changing your username if you're going to kind of do stuff like that. So Slayer sucks, man. Honestly. I'm just grinding out for Cerberus, really. If Cerberus wasn't at 91, I'd probably just be done with Slayer by now. If we're being totally honest here. But, I mean, necro tasks aren't bad, so I guess it's okay. Yeah, it's Runelight, obviously. Honestly, I don't remember how I did it, so I can't tell you. It's in the chat settings. If you just type in Runelight, the search bar, the wrench, just type in chat and just go through the settings and you'll find it. I don't know, I don't mind it, but you know, I just kind of haven't changed it since I toggled it. And I don't know what you mean, Owen, so I can't help you on that question, dude. I don't know stuff like what. I don't know what you're referring to. So if you want to elaborate a little more, maybe I can answer that question properly. Just Slayer sucks. I think that's what I said, right? Slayer monsters, Slayer stuff. It's not very good. You know, I get a lot of bad Slayer tasks and all that. I totally forgot that Varric's helm was still in there. I don't understand what that means, honestly, dude. I told you the first time. If you're gonna do that shit, at least subscribe on all those accounts. Make it worth my time. Like, I honestly don't care, but you know, I could technically mute all your accounts, so just hit that subscribe button and everything's gonna be cool. Let me Google, you know what? Okay, I got you. I assumed. I don't understand what you're trying to say with that, man. I really don't. Legit confused. I also changed my Runelight colors as well, so you can tell it's Runelight as well. It says it right at the top left, dude. It says right here. Well, I don't know if I can't highlight it on my mouse, but it says at the top left, Runelight Swim. So yeah, it's definitely Runelight. It's in one of those settings, man. Let me check once. I think it's chat filter, maybe? No. Clan chat? It's in here somewhere. I'm almost certain. It'll say like underlying name. Oh shit, 6 to 1 HP. I mean, I'm not trolling, but okay. It's in one of those settings, we'll figure it out. It's 12:30 a.m., man. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate it, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate all my subscribers. Even though you didn't subscribe to me, I don't think. But it's still cool. Ooh, 2 rune meds, hell yeah. As for being new to RuneLight, I mean, I don't know how you can have your stats and be new to RuneLight. Unless you used OS Buddy, because I used to use OS Buddy for a while, but all I can say is I hope you never use the standard client. Just because, I mean, you just miss out on so much. You really do. You know, if you use the standard client, you're not necessarily gonna have a bad time, but it just makes it really does. It makes everything 10 times more difficult. And it's just so unnecessary to play the game that's already somewhat more of a difficulty. I mean, it's a grind is what I'm trying to say. So if you play without OS Buddy or RuneLight, it's like then no, that's just kind of stupid, honestly. I mean, I don't want to say stupid, but like, it's all a matter of what your preference is, right? Some people love the default client, but if you're one of those guys that wants efficiency or, you know, just to do things and get farther in a shorter amount of time, then like RuneLight's the way to go. So, damn it, man. I just realized I have 375 chaos runes. I'm gonna have to go back and hop to world 330 before the end of this task. It's probably because I put those chaos runes in my trident earlier, if I had to guess. Or maybe I just used a lot here, I don't know. But how much money did I get on the necros? 400k. So that's about 2k death runes or 3k chaos runes. So I don't know if we're making profit yet or not, but we'll just go and sell all this shit. Should be alright either way. Should be. By the end of this inventory, well, actually, a decent amount before the end of this inventory, we are going to go ahead and have to buy more chaos runes, unfortunately. I always love to just finish my tasks out without having to do, or shall I say, buy runes, but I don't know, man. When I first came here, it was already too late because I was already here and I was like at that dude's house when I realized, like, and I even said it, I was like, oh shit, I don't have very many chaos runes. But unfortunately, we got a little bit less farther than I initially thought. So we're at 97 left. So we're almost halfway done. If anybody happens to know, or if anybody can go back on stream really quick around the time that I first started, because I can't do it, unfortunately, on my own stream. For some reason, whenever I'm streaming or my own stream, it doesn't load on my computer. Even though my internet's fine, my own stream will not load or let me play it back unless the quality is just like really low. So somebody could go back quickly, like right now, and just tell me how many chaos runes I started with in my rune pouch. so that I have a general idea how much more I'll need for sure before I come back. Because I'm going to go bank in a minute. Because I'm almost out of runes, so I'll probably just buy like 2,500 anyway. And then maybe like another 1,000 death runes. But I just want to make sure how many I had, because I'm pretty sure I had a decent amount. I think I might have had like 2,000 when I first came here, unless I'm mistaken. So if I go and buy another 2,000, that might not be enough if I started with 2,000 the first time. And I'm going to be really, really upset if I have to go bank and buy more runes twice. So yeah, we'll go ahead now and we'll go do it. So I'm thinking I'll buy about, oh, come on. Oh shit, how did my prayer get switched? Oh yeah, I hit the quick prayer, I guess, huh? Yeah, so just let me know how many runes I had, because I'm going to go bank right now. Take a ring of wealth straight over to the GE. Oh yeah, we'll take that diamond actually, oh yeah. And so yeah, if anybody could let me know before I go back to the GE, that would help out quite a bit. But I'm just thinking I'm going to buy like 2,000. Unless I had 2,000 to start, then I'll buy like 3,000 maybe. Chaos runes. And I guess if there's no response, then I'll just buy 2,500 and hope for the best. But I think I had like maybe 1,800 if I had to guess. I think I might have had like 1,800. If I was to put any money or bet on that, that's the number I would go with. It was 1,800 when I first came here. So I don't know if I'm right or wrong, but pretty sure that's where we're at. Yeah, let's destroy these things as well. I don't need this shit in my bank. Problem is I can't put that in my house. Oh, is that yak hide? Are you kidding me? Why is this shit in there? I mean, I know why it is, but why is that shit in there? $1,000? Okay. So then I should be fine with, I think it was 1,800, but I'll just buy 2,500 just to be safe then. Maybe like 2,600 to be safe. I think that'll be good. Then I'll buy another 1,000 death runes. And yeah, I can't load it on my computer either, unfortunately. I mean, my computer's fine. I don't know why my computer won't load anything like that, but support this guy as well. Get that garbage out of my chat filter. And then we'll buy some water runes. But yeah, I thought I had around 1,800 if I had to guess, but we got 2,800 now and 2k death runes, so that should be significantly more than I actually need. But you never know. So back I go to this task, all the way back to the catacombs. Although it's really not that big of a deal, I suppose. It's just kind of like, it's a long run, you know, it's annoying. That's all. But I do appreciate the response. I went with 2,700 just to make sure I had enough. Yeah, I don't know, man. 1463? Okay. Appreciate the response, dude. I had guessed I had 1,800, so yeah, that's about We should have more than enough at this point. More than enough. Did I hop worlds? Yeah, we did. Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll have plenty for this assignment now. It's just hit 1 o'clock a.m. on my time. Good old 1 o'clock in the morning. I'll probably sleep around like 2:30, 3 o'clock, so... Although the other day I didn't fall asleep until around 4 o'clock. I'm not totally sure why I've been up so late. What the hell? Am I on the right side? No, I'm not. That makes sense. That left side is so glitched, I don't understand it. I talked about that the other day on my stream. That left side of the necrules, man. You click one place and it just goes all over to the other side. I don't understand it. I wondered why that happened. I was like, wait. But no, the left side is bugged or glitched. I noticed that the other day, and I talked about that a while on stream. I understand why it does that. It's only on the left side. The right side works perfectly. I clicked the square and my dude just took off all the way north. But it's fine. I don't really care because the right side's fine. As for player mods, dude, I think I don't know. I don't really care about being a P mod, but I would definitely accept it. Unless I have to follow like some kind of schedule or something, or if I have to like pay money or some shit like that, then I'm not really interested. But I think I'd make a good player mod. Although I don't actually know, I would never accept player mod status. I've seen too many people get player mods and like, I don't know, then all of a sudden Jagex does weird shit to them. Like they get banned or something like that. I don't know if that's always the case, and I'm not going to say any specific names, but I just don't think working for the company is really beneficial. So thinking about it, I would not like to be a player mod. At least if I'm going to be a streamer or something. I think if you're a streamer and a player mod, I think that's not really a good idea. Based on what I've seen before. But, you know, if everything's cool, I wouldn't mind having that little status next to my name. I do think it looks pretty cool. But I would definitely mute people like that. Those dicing bots or whatever. I don't even know if they're actually bots. Because I've seen an actual guy on the Reddit forums at one point, and he has like another account while those bots are running, or while the script is running, if you will. And he actually manually controls the results of the dice game. Like he sends a private message to the script or the bot or whatever you want to call those dicing guys. So like the script reads out the money that's bet or whatever they've been given. And then if it's a decent amount, then or if it's a low amount, he can send a private message to the script or the bot account, and then the bot account or the script account will automatically do the roll, either a winner or a loser based on the guy's private message. I saw it on Reddit a while back, so like it's 100% a scam. A player controlled scam. I think he said he makes like $1 billion a week or every few days or something, just running those bots or those scripts. I don't really know if I believe that though. I find it hard to believe that there's that many people still falling for those things. But either way, I don't really understand what he would get out of lying about that and openly admitting that it's a scam. But that's what I've seen how it works. I forget who it was on Reddit in the post, but it wasn't even that long ago that I've noticed it. Or, I mean, that I've seen that. But yeah, no, it's either way, it's absolutely screwed up. And it definitely needs to be taken out. I mean, at the same time, though, you know, can you really say it's a scam when you're just dumb enough to trade this bot or this guy a gamble and trust that he won't scam you? You know, that's the real question. You know, that's like just giving some random guy your car keys and telling him not to take your car or not to drive off with your car. Like, you basically say to the guy, watch my car for me while I go inside and watch a movie. The movie's 2.5 hours long. I'll be out when the movie's over. And if you're still here, like, we can meet up and you'll give me my keys. It's basically the exact same thing. You basically just give them the priority or the ability to just screw you over so easily. And I don't really recommend anybody does stuff like that, obviously. But basically, if it's too good to be true, it obviously is. So, you know, just don't be stupid and you won't have any problems. Now, there are plenty of scams out there that are exploits. So even if you're not being dumb, you can still get scammed. And, you know, so you just got to use your head, you know, and know what the hell is going on. You know, but every day there's new. I'm sure with every update they put out, honestly, I'm almost certain there's some kind of game-breaking bug released. It's just a matter of whether or not somebody finds it. You know what I mean? Like, every day there's different scams or different lures that are being made, and you know what I'm saying? It's crazy how much in-depth scams and other things this like 16-year-old game has to offer. But, you know, you just gotta always be wary, so. I still think it's really crazy to this day, and it's like, you can't even really, I mean, you can, but like, you just can't even blame the guys that are doing the scams at some points. You know what I mean? There's still those scams of where people say, like, you know, I've seen it happen even just recently. Like, I've even seen a guy on Reddit make a post about it a couple weeks ago. He was like, I fell for the scam. You know, he said trading half of quitting RuneScape, you know, giving away or giving you half of what you show me. And I'm sure everybody watching the stream has heard about it or known what the hell I'm talking about. So basically, you know, you show them everything you have, your total bank, and then they just put up half of those items and then accept. And then people just hit accept and they're like, and the guy that gets scammed is thinking to himself, hell yeah, dude, I'm getting free items. I've actually seen several streamers get scammed with that one. On stream, like on stream, they've actually fallen for it. And I'm just like, are you freaking kidding me? But that's a somewhat recent scam within the last year, I think. That's not like one that was back in the day of like, you know, 2005 to 2010. I only just noticed that one within the last like year that RuneScape's been out. I'm sure the guy that came up with that one's a freaking billionaire by now, though, I'll tell you that much. But it's like, you can't even get mad at people that do that kind of stuff. Because, like, it's just a little bit of common sense. I've never personally gotten scammed that way, but I have gotten what I would call, I guess, hustled or lured. But that was way back in the day. I've also had my account hacked once. I think I had like a keylogger or something on my computer. But I can full on and fully attest to that your account can get hacked without falling for any scams or entering your password in a different website. It is a possibility. You know, I know there's a lot of skeptics out there, but firsthand, it is a possibility. I hadn't played RuneScape in like a month. I'm sorry, I back in the day, I quit RuneScape for like a year, if not longer, on RuneScape in 2012 when the graphics update hit. I just wasn't feeling it. It would also be called, I guess, RuneScape HD. So I quit for like a year. Came back a year later to hook up with some of my old friends and play some games. And my account was wiped clean. You know, I had bandos, full armadillo. You know, back then that was still a decent amount of money like it is now. You know what I'm saying? Everything I grinded for was gone. And, you know, I literally just logged out. Hadn't signed in for over a year. The one time I signed back in a year later, everything was gone. So, you know, and I never entered my password anywhere on any websites like a lot of people try and say. So it is definitely possible. My guess is, I don't even know how I really got it, because I never fell for any of those scams either. Like, I've been pretty good about it. I think that maybe I just happened to download some kind of a game, or like maybe like a torrent or something back in the day. I don't really know. Not necessarily a torrent, but I mean like, I don't know what the word for it is, but yeah. So yeah, man, all my stuff gone just like that. But I didn't care much for OSHD anyways, so I wasn't really upset, especially since I had already quit the game anyway. But it's definitely possible. As for the quick accept trade scams, I don't even know, man. It's like, I feel like if someone tries to scam a scammer and gets scammed, then again, that's just being dumb, you know? It really is. Like, that's just being stupid. Nothing more to it. If somebody does manage to out-scam a scammer or something like that, then, you know, respect to that person, but you know, it's very rare. Let's go bank this full inventory. Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. I think if enough money is involved at one given time, or I guess any single time, obviously, like, you know, it's better to do multiple trades or transfers rather than just do everything all at once. Because if you just trade over enough money, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Like, somebody's always gonna, I mean, I wouldn't scam somebody like that if I was friends with them or if I knew them or anything like that. It's like, you know what I mean? But it's like, at the end of the day, if enough money's involved, there's always going to be somebody out there. And unfortunately, like 90% of the people would scam it, so. Just like that guy earlier that lent us a Bander's God Sword. You know, apparently it's 10 mil now. I did return his God Sword off stream. But, you know, you can go back. We did have a God Sword, Bander's God Sword earlier. It's like, I could have scammed him so easy. I mean, I literally just met the guy today. Like, I didn't even know the guy for I want to say I literally known the guy maybe altogether today, maybe an hour. You know what I mean? So it's like I could have just scammed him, 10 mil to the bank, walked away, profit. You know what I'm saying? But you know, we did give the God Sword back to him. I don't really care, I guess. I mean, it's just the right thing to do, you know? And it's like, I definitely know that, I don't know, man, I just have no desire to scam anymore, you know? Like, it's like, I'm not younger anymore, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like, I'm not old by any means, but it's like, when I was younger, you know, I would have been like, hell yeah, dude, free money, take it. But it's like now, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I'm gracious. It's not mine. I'll give it back to him. You know, he could have given me a freaking twisted bow, and I would have gave it back to him. You know. I just appreciate the trust, honestly. Same thing though. Like if I lend somebody else something, and they scam it, then like it's like you just block them and you don't talk to them anymore. You know, but. It's a little screwed that no one else in the clan chat would give me a Bander's God Sword, but you know, like I said, I don't care, man. I don't hold anything against anybody by any means, but I guess the main thing about the games and all that nowadays is like I just feel like, for me, I don't think I would personally ever lend anybody any items, and I say that just because I just know there's so many scammers these days, man, and you know, I'm just generally distrusting of everybody just because I've been scammed so many times that I personally don't ever lend any of my items out, and I don't think I ever would. So it's like I totally understand when people don't want to lend me stuff, but you know, I don't scam people. You know, I just took a BGS on stream earlier, you know, and then we gave it back to him. He said I could keep it until basically like whenever, really. He said like he wanted it back by tomorrow, but I wasn't sure if we'd be on at the same time, so I just gave it back to him today. He said I could keep it for like the rest of the week if I wanted it, but it didn't really help out too much at Syracuse. You know, I was still getting 2 KC trips, so I didn't really see any point to keeping it the rest of the week. So we just gave it back to him. But it's like at the end of the day though, what you need people on RuneScape, you know, it's not really fun to be a solo player, so I feel like you gotta have at least one person that you can like, I guess, not necessarily lend items to, but trust with your stuff if the time or the thing comes to need it. So, you know, I always appreciate anybody that lends me items because, you know, there's always a level of trust involved. So, you know, if somebody knows I won't scam it like that, then, you know, all the while, I guess all the better. So, you know. No, I did not. I just did it for a little while. I didn't do it too long. I did Syracuse for like 45. I did Syracuse for probably like an hour. I only got like 14 KC. I was only getting 2 KC trips. And the money the drops weren't really anything worthwhile that really wanted me to stick around. I wouldn't even consider it a mid-level boss. Because the drops really aren't what I would consider mid-level. And you really do need high stats to do it. Like, you can do bearers with a lot less stats. And bearers is arguably better money. So I don't consider Syracuse a mid-level boss by any means. But I still would like to borrow a bludgeon from somebody at some point. It's like if I had the money for it, I would just have this shit myself, and it's like at the end of the day, when it comes to RuneScape, there's people out there with billions and billions of GP, so a lot of people out there, 30 mil is nothing. There's a lot of people that could care less about lending out stuff like that, so I know there's plenty of people out there. Pet grinding boss, yeah, that's about all it is. Drop wise are trash. I mean, I didn't really see any reason to stick with it. If, like I said earlier, if anybody ever lends me a bludgeon, we can go back on stream and test it out with a bludgeon. But with a leaf bladed battle axe as my best in slot crush weapon, and getting 2 KC trips, like it's not really worth it. Even for 3 KC trips, that still wouldn't exactly be that good. It would be a lot better, you know, because it's about 25k per boss. But it's like, I don't know. Like I said, if I see people with scythe there all the time, it's like, I don't understand why anybody would use a scythe there. There is zero purpose to using a scythe there unless you're just stupid rich. And it doesn't make any sense to just go there unless, like you said, you want the pet. But that's just such a waste of everything. Because pets don't do nothing. I mean, I've seen so many people that just show off pets. And it's like, dude, you can't even show it in the trade screen. You gotta manually pick up each one and drop it on the ground again. Like, that's so stupid. So I don't understand that kind of grind or that appeal, but you know, like I said, everybody likes to play the game however they play the game, and you know, if that's what some people deem as rational or what they make the game fun, then you know, then I salute them for playing that way. You know, whatever you do, you know, just make sure you have fun playing the game and doing it like that. So if grinding pets is fun for them or whatever, then you know, I'm not trying to bash anybody's decisions or anything like that. But if I ever get a bludgeon, whether it's from Abyssal Sire, which at this point I see that being really the only option to get my bludgeon, which is a bit unfortunate since I wasn't able to do Abyssal Sire. But I'm sure if when my melee stats get better, maybe after we get bandos or better gear. I don't really know what else I could really upgrade though for Abyssal Sire besides bandos. Realistically, and possibly my gloves, but other than that, like, we should have definitely good enough gear. I think my stats are just too low. Possibly a BGS. I told the guy if he's cool with it, if I don't have him by then. Definitely happy that he allowed me to use the BGS as well, because it really didn't make a difference for Sirachnis, like I said. So I'm definitely happy I didn't shell out 10 mil for it. But it does have its uses, you know, like Corporal Beast, God Wars, depending on what boss you do. So, you know, whenever I get to those later super hard bosses, I might buy a BGS if I deem that it's worthwhile. Like I said, like Abyssal Sire, things like that. We're almost done with this task. 14 left. This task is just so tedious. It really is. But yeah, a bludgeon I would like to get eventually anyway, because I think it looks awesome. But it's like, again, like, it's 30 mil. It's really not that big of a deal in terms of like budget options. I mean, it's like you can do pretty much any boss in the game with what you would classify as like welfare gear or budget gear. I've heard it called welfare gear or budget gear. They both mean the same thing though, but you know what I mean? It's really... And that's what I like and respect about Iron Man, is because Iron Man, basically, it's better in my opinion to learn the mechanics and the bosses with bad gear or like really weak gear before you actually get super max gear, because then when you get the max gear it'll be so much more efficient. If that makes sense. Like if you can do it with like cheap gear, then you know it makes more sense to do it. And as for the gargoyle boss, I mean, is that hard? Because I thought about doing that at some point. Because it has decent drops, but I've also heard that it's actually better to do regular gargoyles for GP or money than the boss. And I heard because like the drops are very like cheap or like minimalistic, even though the tourmaline core is like 5 mil, I think. But I've just heard that the gargoyle boss was actually worse than regular gargoyles. So that's kind of something that kind of turned me off of it. Aside from the fact that my stats aren't high enough. I think that's really the main issue, is just my stats aren't good enough yet. But by the time we can do Cerberus at 91 Slayer, you know, these will probably all be about 90 plus anyway. And then when we're 90 plus in the melees, we can pretty much do everything else for the most part in the game. So by the time we can do Cerberus, you know, we'll be totally set to start making some better GP or doing harder things in the game. So, you know, it's one reason why I'm grinding Slayer, because, you know, we might even be, I doubt it, but we might even be 99 hit points before we're 91 Slayer. I'm not totally sure on that though. Oh shit, we're gonna get 95 hit points this, hell yeah. We're gonna get 95 hit points this task, I think. It's gonna be close. Yeah, I think we are gonna, yeah, we're gonna get 95 hit points today, dude. Holy shit. Never thought I'd get that today, honestly, at least on this task. But here we go. A couple more to go. I don't know. I don't think we're going to get a combat level, but we might. We'll find out in a little bit. No. But 95 hit points. Wow. 1 mil, well, 912k until 96. That's going to take so long. We got 8.7 million hit points XP. Wow. Wow. It's crazy, honestly. Hit points is going a lot faster than you would expect. But hell yeah, man. Oh, I didn't bring a house telly. I guess it's alright. But yeah, that's what I thought too. I hear that the gargoyle boss isn't very good, and that's so unfortunate. It's almost upsetting. It just makes me so demotivated to play the game sometimes. That you can do bosses like Syrachnus or whatever, or let's just say gargoyle boss, and everybody says it's less money than regular gargoyles. I guess like overall. So it's like, it's so like upsetting. And it's like, then why bother like getting your stats up, or why bother do this or that, you know what I mean? It's like, why bother if the regular ones are better? Like, you know what I mean? Because you need a lot higher stats for the boss than the gargoyles. So I just don't understand the game or how it works. It just doesn't make any sense. And it's just so stupid. Slayer monsters? It depends what Slayer monster. But that's why I want to do Cerberus. So that I can get, because I don't really see myself at this stage. It's like my bank is what? 98 mil? It's actually not bad. That's actually up a decent amount compared to what it was. It was like 90 mil a week ago. I don't know. But anyways, it's like, it's just so like, I don't really see myself getting anything like primordials or banders anytime soon. So it's like, I just can't wait until I can just finally just do Cerberus and get my shit, you know? Because that's really the only way I see myself getting Pegasians, primordials. Oh yeah, the gargoyle slayer monster. Yeah, for sure. But, you know, it's always good, you know, until we can do things, I guess, that are better than that. Let's do a little fashion scape with my yellow hat. I really do like this thing. I got this hat from a Clue Scroll. It was like 600k a while ago. 470k. Still totally fine. I don't plan to sell it. I think it looks pretty sick. But yeah, so for what it's worth, like I think everything's cool. I'm cool with everything like that. I've heard before that Krakens are good money at 87 Slayer. I wouldn't mind. I'd like to get my first pet, to be honest with you. I don't really care much to the point that I'm going to spend or go out of my way just to grind for the pet. But it would be nice to finally get my first one, because I've played RS for so long, and I still don't have any pets. So that would be quite nice to say I got at least one at some point in my RuneScape career. But it's like, if not, you know, whatever. Like I said, I'm not going to really go out of my way to get one, so. But the Kraken pet I think looks pretty cool. Any of the Dagonoth King ones, they look really cool. And Calphi Queen looks cool, but I'm never grinding the Calphi Queen pet, ever. I don't give a shit. Unless somebody does KQ with me. Maybe. And then on the off chance that I actually get the KC over the other person, and then it happens to be a pet drop, you know, then maybe. But I'm never going to bother grinding KC myself. The drops suck. It's a hard boss for what you get. Now comes a bad Slayer task because we got 115 points, I believe. A little bit of server lag. But yeah, so like I said, man, now we'll get a bunch of shitty tasks because, right? Greater demons, exactly. I might as well, I don't know, let's just, I'll do one skip. I'm not doing greater demons. Worms, that sucks, but I'm not doing another skip. But I knew I'd get a bad task. Every time I get decent points, I get bad tasks. Good news is we can level our melee stats up on this task again. I wouldn't mind an Abyssal Dagger right about now, so I could get some strength XP. But again, I just can't see myself dropping 8 mil on one. What other weapons are there that's better than a Dragon Skim for strength training? That's less than like 2 mil. Is there any? Dragon, Obsidian, Crystal. I don't think there is. No. How much is the dagger nowadays? Still 9 mil. Shit, man. That's like, that's what I'm saying. That's so much money. So much money. Do I have a D skim? No, I don't. Of course not. Screw it. Let's just use this. Abyssal Whip on Lash. Where's the Berserker Ring? How much are Brimstone Boots still a mil? I might pick some of those up. Why, man? Why can't I get lucky with my Drake tasks? Let me think if I can scavenge like a mill together just to see if I can get those brimstone. Nah, you know what? I'm not gonna bother. No. We'll leave it at that. I was thinking about just selling like a mill or maybe even my fury to buy a pair of brimstone boots, but that would be so pointless. Might sell my twisted buckler, I'm not sure yet. I think I might, honestly. Let's just go sell the twisted buckler. And I say that just because I've honestly never used it since I got it. I think that's actually more than I bought it for. So that's totally fine. So we have 23 mil. I paid about 5.6 for it, I believe. So yeah, it's about 300k profit. At the moment, I have no use for it, so we'll just sell that. Wait, am I still on 330? Oh, we are, wow. So that's 5 mil. We could sell this. Oh my god, dude. Another one of these guys. Get out. Yeah, so basically everybody says, well, I guess the rule of thumb is for efficiency in combat, you know, just use a weapon controlled. So let's just go ahead to the, oh yeah, herb sack as well. We must have an herb sack with us. And a stamina pot. So we have 23 mil cash. Anybody have any suggestions what I should buy or anything like that? I mean, something that'll actually make a decent difference for my current setup. That would make it worthwhile to spend 23 mil. Or should I just save it? Oh yeah, we'll use expeditious bracelets all the way. I'm so sick of this worm task all the time. But yeah, I'm just thinking like, there's nothing really I can buy except for maybe tacits. I've heard that primordials are better than the tacits anyway, because of the attack bonus and the strength bonus. They say like overall, I forget what it is, like Torag legs and Torag legs and torso or something is like better than with primordials is better than full banders with dragon boots or something. I read about that before. I read something about that before, something to that effect. So if I do get something like that, I'll probably just save up for primordials, you know? It just makes more sense, I guess. But at the same time, we'll get those probably maybe at some point if I'm 91 Slayer. So I'm not totally sure what I should do, really. It would look kind of dumb to walk around with a Bander's Tacit with a Guthan's plate body. But I've never done Barbarian Assault in my life. So how's this work? Okay, cool. Oh damn it, I forgot my potions. I wondered why I had so much kind of free inventory space. How foolish of me. I was training with a Staff of the Dead, but I sold it because, you know, it just didn't make sense to really keep it anymore. Because it was only slightly better than a D-Scam, and yet like 4 times the price. Yeah, I don't need all these bracelets. We can bring sharks instead. And we'll drop this and get a full one. Now the main thing I hate about this task though is the fact that they're just not aggressive. They're just not aggressive. You have to manually click each and every one of these things every time you want to do a task. And I hate it. It sucks. But the good news about this task is they don't really have that much health, so I'll probably just leave everything on the ground unless it's something like a dragon dagger or something like that, until I manage to get hit enough that we use some food, because I want to just bang this task out as quickly as possible. Of course, then we get a blood rune. Let's just eat a shark. Can't let those sit on the ground. But other than that, we're gonna leave everything else on the ground. I just love how those things look. Don't you guys think those look cool? Brimstone boots look quite nice, don't they? Almost down our first shark already? For real this time though, not that wasted shark at the start. I always hate, see, I'm watching these other videos on the side, and no disrespect to any other content creators, but I always gotta ask, man, like, why bother upload a video if it's so blurry you can't see anything? Or like if it's just kind of super laggy or chopped footage, if that's the word you want to use. Like I said, no disrespect, but realistically, man, I've always wondered what people that upload videos like that are thinking when they do that. This is also where I would love a Dragonfire shield, because then I'd still have the strength bonus, but I wouldn't get hit half as often. I should have brought my Virak skirt. I'll remember when I bank. But if I had my Virak skirt, then we probably wouldn't get hit as much. But we would still maintain pretty much the exact same prayer bonus. See if this guy talks to us. No one talks to me on RuneScape. I guess I'm not cool enough. I don't know. But 90% of the time I say hi to somebody on RuneScape and they just ignore me. So I'm just assuming I'm not cool enough. Or I guess I'm not worthy of a response. Oh, this guy did say hi. Sick. This task sucks. And let's see what this guy says. If he agrees, he gets a little +1 in our virtual or mental whatever. Our virtual levels, I guess. Let's say he gets $1 mil for 150. We'll see how much we get at the end of this task. I guess I could just get a rune gloves now that I think about it, right? Actually, I should. Oh, he's leaving already? Why is my private always on friends lately? It's weird. I swear it's always set to all, but there's not really anybody on anywhere at this hour. You know, there's never really anybody on when I'm on these days. There's our dragon dagger. There we go. Yes, boys. 17,000 coins. It's really nothing at all, really, but expeditious bracelets need to come in through. Getting kind of tired, man. Just a little bit. Not enough that I'm going to stop yet, but enough that we're going to start yawning and feel tired. It is 1:45 a.m., so how long have I been streaming this time around? Another hour and a half, huh? I'll probably be here all day and all afternoon today as well, which is alright, I guess. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but I'd probably just rather be at my house, though. I wish I had my speed of internet here and everything else, but also at my house. You know what I mean? Then I'd actually change my setup around a little bit, because my gaming setup now, it's good, but like I've said before in my other streams, I had to kind of, it's not really like my room or whatever. Like, I don't own anything here. There's nothing really besides my computer. So, I had to keep everything like minimalistic. Whereas in my house, I'd just like, if I had the choice, I'd get one of those big T-shaped desks. I think those ones look the best or the coolest. And they always have so much space and room for all your stuff. So I'd have a big T-shaped desk if I was in my house or my setup at my room. Whereas my desk now is kind of small. And there's nothing wrong with it, because like I said before, it's perfect for my current situation. But ideally, I would have a T-shaped desk, no doubt. It's repotion. I might grab myself my rune gloves after this and stop using expeditious bracelets. I've gotten, I think, like 3 dragon harpoons from these things. Maybe more. Looks like we got a full totem again from the Necreel task, which is very nice. Very, very nice. I'm still waiting on that Skatizo pet. I think if I'm going to get any pet, my chances are obviously the highest with Skatizo because you know, it's a 1 in 65, I believe, which, I mean, that's nothing for a pet. I mean, that's really common. My Skatizo KC, I believe, is like 15 now, I think. Maybe a little more, maybe less, I'm not sure. I think it's 15 though. Which isn't bad, but it's not really anywhere close to that 65 mark. The other pets that I would like I said, just I guess the Dagonoth Kings. I think that the rune crafting pet looks pretty cool, and I love that you can change so many colors. I don't really like the mining pet. I mean, I think all the pets are cool to an extent, but there's some that kind of just look screwed up, and I think one of those is the mining pet. The golem, it's not one of my favorites. I think it looks cool still, but it's probably one of my least favorites in the whole game. Alright, there's our second alchable for the whole task. Is it? Yeah, basically our second alchable for the whole task. It's like I don't count the ones that are under 10k as really alchables. I count those as just like throwaways, like useless kind of drops, but you know, still something to make you feel better about the task. But altogether, I believe I've gotten 1 dragon knife drop in 4000 KC. And I believe I've gotten 3 dragon harpoons. I think I got 3 dragon harpoons and 4 swords in 4000 KC. And you know, that's really not bad, I guess. I mean, I don't really know the drop rates on it though, but that's what I got. So I'm kind of happy with those because I could have gotten technically, in theory, it is possible that I could have never gotten any drops in 4000 KC. So obviously I'm going to say I'm happy that I got some drop in that whole time. But, you know, could have been a lot better. My favorite boss I think I've ever done, or like the best decision, or like the best boss decision I think I've ever done in my RuneScape career, would probably have to be Dagonoth Kings, because they've given me the most money out of any single MOB or NPC, whatever they're called, or whatever you want to call them. You know, they've significantly given me more than any other monster. And we've also gotten about, I think it's been like 150k or 170k. No, actually, I think we got 170k XP off of that Necreel task. And 137k hit points XP. I don't know. I think I logged out. I'm not sure if I restarted my stream or logged out of my stream. That might be for the whole day. Let me take a look, actually. Yeah, that's for the whole day. Yeah, no, that one. But I don't think I had any magic XP before I started my Necreel task, so I think that Nec task gave us about... I think that Necreel task gave us about 140k XP, if not more. So yeah, I love those Necreel tasks so much. And it looks like we're gonna have to bank soon as well. I used to pick up the fire runes all the time. when I had first started grinding like my runes and everything else like that, I had actually, like when originally I actually had a set goal. And part of that set goal was to go for 100,000 fire runes. And I think 100,000 earth runes. Basically any monster that drops a lot of fire runes and everything like that, my goal was to just get 100k so that they turn white. I don't know if I'll ever go for 10 million of anything. I mean, maybe someday if I just get like, hypothetically, let's say I got like 4 twisted bows, I'd be like, yeah, screw it, let's get 10 million of this, let's get 10 million of that. But for the time being, like, I don't see that happening. Nah, another throwaway item. What's our KC left? 65? Yeah, this task's been pretty quick. Overall, my expeditious bracelets have just been coming in insane this task. One task I haven't gotten in a little while is Bear Inspectors. I really don't mind Bear Inspectors because they're actually really good prayer XP. I mean Herblore XP aside from I don't even know. I really have no clue what the hell I'm saying. But farming's still better per XP obviously, but they just give you so many Raynars. I love it. I think we'll definitely get the rune gloves after this. It just makes sense. Because, like, it just makes sense because it'll be a little bit faster. 60 of them really isn't that bad either, so I can definitely just finish out the last, did I pick those blood runes up? Yeah, I had to have. Another 100 of them is going to help out for sure. I sold a mill worth of blood runes already prior to, like, anything else. And you know, it's crazy how many blood runes, or I guess how much money you get in blood runes when you actually like stack them up every task and what have you. Like, you really do. It's crazy. I had like 4 mil I think in total worth of blood runes just from all my worm tasks, because worms give you the most blood runes I think out of anything else. Either worms or bears, like combined, I had a total like 4 mil. It's ridiculously insane. Alright, let's take a look at this here. I'm about to... no thanks, no thanks. More blood runes? I'll take it. Alright, so we closed out of that. I'll probably try my, I think the main thing that I gotta just do is, right, let's see this here. Services. Okay, I'll take a look at this later. But I'm pretty sure I can fix the problem with the controller. Not necessarily today, but I should be able to fix it sometime soon. if I didn't already fix it just now. I gotta take a look. Worst comes to worst, I'll just have to I'll have to uninstall all those drivers. I'll have to uninstall all of those drivers, and I'll have to try and find a different download for it, because I used to have it on a flash drive, and I don't know. I'm pretty sure that I don't want to say anything on, because I can't say for sure that he did it, but I used to have 2 flash drives. My flash drive, I saved my file that allowed me to connect my PS3 controller to my PC. I don't exactly know how the hell my not one flash drive, but I had 2 flash drives, both with it on. Alright, I'll just uninstall this shit first off. Uninstall. There we go. It might fix itself whenever I restart my computer later on. It just says my controller's faulty, but it's not. So I don't know what the hell the problem is. It just started the other day. Oh, I forgot to repotion. I used to take... You know what? I should have brought my super defense potions here. You know it. I seriously should have. I didn't even think of that when I actually first came here. But yeah, super defenses would have been very nice to have here. The main thing that I mean, like, the price of super defenses, they actually do help a lot. Super combats, I don't think they're worth the price unless you're doing a boss where you need the extra inventory space. So if you have the extra inventory space, then go for it. You know, like if you're bossing, if you need that extra slot, then it's worth it. But for things like this, I mean, just use regular super potions. But we'll go ahead, we'll re-gear up at the bank. But that'll be it for today's stream. So we'll stream probably later today. Unless I leave early or something like that. But in the meantime, like and subscribe so you can stay updated. Plenty of guides I put out today. If anybody's not familiar with the 4th Host dungeon already, feel free to watch the guides on my channel. All that kind of shit. So I'll see you guys later. I'm gonna go ahead and probably get some sleep. And we'll start and pick up with this tomorrow. We're gonna re-gear up here first, but right after I'm done re-gearing up here, then I'm just gonna go ahead and stop the stream. So just let it play out the rest of the audio clips. We'll take like 2 of each, I guess. Seems about right. And then we'll take 1 more attack and strength. And sharks, of course. Do we have ring gloves, by the way? Yes. Alright, we're good. Alright, we'll see you guys later.